You better have my money. Let's get this out the way. You're treating YouTube like it's your boss, obsessing over views, checking the analytics like it's a blood pressure machine, praying to the algorithm gods. Stop it, because YouTube was never meant to be your boss. It's meant to be your employee. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make YouTube walk that track and bring you back your money. You know what I'm talking about? And this isn't even gonna be any fluff. This is just gonna be some real talk and real game that made me over 7 figures online in my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you'll just never have an opportunity to call the shots. Like blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you owe me. Don't act like you forgot. Bitch better have my money. Shout out to Riri. I'm in the Navy, baby. But look, here's the reality. Views don't pay bills, sales do. If your only goal is views, congratulations, you've got a hobby. But if your goal is money, freedom, and building an actual business, your focus has to change. So views don't equal money. Likes don't equal sales. And subscribers don't equal customers. And that's why most people out here on YouTube are really struggling with making money on the platform, because they're thinking that views, likes, and subscribers equal the money, when that's not the case at all. And the people that think like this, they're content creators. And that's why most content creators are out here broke, busting, and disgusted and struggling on YouTube. You don't want to be a content creator. You want to be a contentpreneur. And that is an entrepreneur that uses content to drive traffic to their business. It's totally different. So I look at YouTube like this. Let's say that these 3 squares are separate videos, and every single video is intended to either attract, qualify, or sell to the right person. And that's how we actually make the money on YouTube. That's how you turn YouTube into your employee, not the other way around. Now, here's where most creators get it twisted. They're playing to the algorithm instead of playing to their audience. They're not thinking about what specific person will be attracted to the types of videos that they make in order to buy their offer from them. They're obsessed with ways to hack the algorithm and thinking about what the algorithm wants instead of thinking about what their audience needs. So they're always thinking about things like, what keywords should I use? Should my title be a question or a statement? How long should my video be for the algorithm? Look, I'm gonna tell you something. The algorithm is not your audience. People are. The algorithm is just a robot trying to guess what humans wanna watch. So focusing on humans is the real game, not the algorithm. So here's how I think about it. The algorithm is simply just a mirror, and it reflects what people click on, watch all the way through, engage with, and share with friends, right? If humans don't care, the algorithm doesn't either. So you have 2 options. You can either chase trends and cross your fingers and hope that the robots like you, or you can understand your humans so well that the robot can't ignore you. Like, it has to put your stuff in front of those humans because that's all that it's working on doing. So, and lean in real quick on this one, because this is a little secret that I'm gonna let you in on. People don't wake up thinking about the YouTube algorithm. But guess what they do wake up thinking about? How am I gonna pay my bills this month? Why is my business stuck? Why am I not losing weight? Why can't I get that guy to notice me? Why can't I get that girl to notice me? How can I get my kid to shut up for just 30 minutes? How can I heal my childhood trauma? How can I find a side hustle? How can I finally quit my job? They go to YouTube searching for answers, not creators. So you have to become the person that understands their problem more than they do and can speak in the language that they use and can understand, and that can offer them a solution to that problem that feels like a secret weapon. I'm telling you, if you do that, the algorithm will carry you because humans are carrying you. So how do you focus on humans and not on robots? Good question, my friend. Well, you think like the human that you are, and where do humans go when they're looking for answers to their problem? Well, You're on it right now, YouTube. YouTube is the second biggest search engine on the planet behind Google, and Google owns YouTube. So check the search bar on YouTube, right? Type your topic into YouTube search bar and look at the autocomplete suggestions. That's real people searching for real answers. Make that content answering those questions so those people will find you on YouTube. Read your comments, and this is a big one that so many people are just ignoring for some reason. Check your comments. Look and see if you're getting repeated questions, consistent pains that people are mentioning, certain words that they're using. You can check forums and groups, right? You can check forums and groups. This can be Reddit groups. This can be Facebook groups. This can be Quora. These are gold mines for real language, real frustrations, questions that people are afraid to ask publicly. You can make that content answering those questions for people. Or you can utilize something like Answer the Public. AnswerThePublic.com. On Answer the Public, you can literally type in anything, any niche, any industry, anything, and it gives you all of the top search questions that people are looking for the answers to each and every single day. And then they even categorize it in nice little sections of like the who, the what, when, how, right? Why? It'll give you a nice little organizational chart of all the who questions, the what questions, the when questions, the how questions, and the why questions. But outside of that, which I think is the most valuable, check your own experiences. Like, what is it that you were Googling, and what type of videos were you watching 2-3 years ago on YouTube? What were you Googling 2 or 3 years ago? What problem did you have then that you've solved today? And guess what? If it was real for you then, it's real for someone right now. And I truly believe that that is like the biggest opportunity that most people are missing out on. And it's mind-boggling to me. All these people, they're trying to find what is the hottest business, or what is the trendy new business, or what side hustle they should start, or what is the best business to start. Well, all that I've done pretty much since day one of my online business is that I've just fixed the problem for myself, and then I've sold the solution to other people that are going through the same problem that I've already solved for myself. It's pretty easy to do business that way. And it feels good to make the money because you truly know that you're having a positive impact and truly helping people. But here's the hard truth. The algorithm won't save you. There's no algorithm hack that can save bad content. Like, creators keep asking, what tag should I use? Is 8 minutes the magic number? Should I post on Tuesdays or Fridays? Like, none of that matters if your title doesn't hit a real pain, or if your content is generic, or if you're too scared to be specific. So before I hit record on any video, I ask myself, whose problem am I solving? And then I say, is this for the algorithm, or is this for a human? And then I ask, would I have clicked this video if I was still struggling? If the answer is no to these, then I don't make the video. You don't just want to make content just for the sake of making some content. You don't want to post a video just for the algorithm, just so you can stay consistent in the algorithm. No, you got to post videos for people, for humans, because humans drive clicks, and humans drive watch time, and humans drag the algorithm behind them like a loyal dog. So here's my mantra. One person, one problem, one video. It's really simple. So somebody will have a YouTube channel about growing YouTube channels, and they'll make a video titled, How to Grow on YouTube. Nah, who's the one person that's for with that one problem within that one video? So myself, I will make something like how introverted creators can grow on YouTube without being confident on camera. You see, that's for one specific person that has one specific problem, and I will be solving that in that one video. Somebody in the health niche, they'll make a video about how to lose weight. Well, I will make a video titled How Busy Moms Can Lose 20 Pounds in Only 20 Minutes a Day. It's for one person that has one problem within that one video. That's how you actually get seen on YouTube. The more specific you get, the more humans feel seen and the more that the algorithm can't ignore you. So here's how you flip the game. Stop asking what does the algorithm want and start asking what's the secret that my viewer wishes someone would finally explain. And that's how you start to get YouTube working for you instead of you working for it, because once people love your stuff, then the algorithm has no choice but to love you too. And once you start doing this, you have this crazy compounding effect that starts to happen over time also, because if you're thinking like the contentpreneur that you are, right? We don't want to be content creators. We want to be entrepreneurs that use content to drive traffic to our business. Well, you want to treat every video like a sales page. So what most content creators are doing are that they're just making videos. But I like to think of every single YouTube video that we post as a digital asset, because they truly are digital assets and they can be working for us and selling our products and our offers nonstop, 24/7, 365, right? We don't have to do all that selling, but our content can be making that money for us. So just imagine if you had a catalog of all these digital assets just floating around on YouTube, bringing you in money, bringing in sales every single day. So yeah, we want to be making this content and we want to be giving valuable information away in this content, but people, they don't pay for information. Like, information is everywhere. Like, everything is Googleable and YouTubeable and ChatGPTable, right? People, they don't pay for information. But what people do pay for is clarity, confidence, and a path that makes them feel comfortable to pull out their wallets. And your videos or your catalog of these digital assets can be the first step in them finding that. So here's how I break down every video. It's a simple 4-part framework, right? So, ooh, that part just looks, you deserve better than that. I know my handwriting isn't the best, but you deserve a little, just a tad bit better than that. So like I said, simple 4-part framework. So first of all, everything starts off with the hook. You only have a few seconds to grab somebody's attention. And you'll see in your YouTube analytics, the majority of people that click off the video, they typically click off within the first 30 seconds. Why? Because you didn't hook them within those first 30 seconds. You didn't grab their attention. So a great hook either punches them in their pain, it flips a belief, or it calls them out. So I'll give you an example. Let's say someone is in the health niche. Instead of saying, today I'm gonna talk about how you can lose weight fast, say, if you're working out and you still see that your gut sticks out more than your butt, then you're missing the one thing that actually burns belly fat fast. You see, hooks should feel like a slap or a relief or a secret. Now, the second part of this framework is with their problem. Yes, we want to focus in on people's problems, right? But we want to make sure that people feel seen. And that's so huge right there. So you don't just want to give out tips. You want to show them that you understand their problem better than anyone else. And a way that you can do that is to speak in words that they're already thinking. Sick of spending hours filming videos and still feel invisible? Tired of dieting and still not losing the belly? Feeling burnt out because your beauty tutorials never lead to brand deals? You see, if your viewer doesn't feel seen, then they're gone. And then the third part is we focus in on the solution, right? But when we're focusing on this solution, there's two ways that we can focus in on this. We can either give a framework or an insight. This is where you teach them your unique method, or you share your story, or you drop a piece of your strategy. But keep this in mind, don't tell them everything. For one, in your videos, you don't want to overteach. That's what a lot of people really struggle with. Like, they really truly do want to help people, and they think that teaching them everything is helping people. But majority of the time, you're just gonna overwhelm people. Like, it's gonna be information overload, or they're gonna feel intimidated and they're going to be like, dang, this is too much stuff to process. I don't really know if this is for me. But you want to teach them enough to where they believe that your process works and that they trust that you're the person that can help them. You want to leave them thinking, damn, if the free stuff is this good, what am I going to get when I pay? And that's when the fourth step comes in. The fourth step is CTA, which stands for call to action. You got to tell them what's next. You got to tell them where to go. You got to tell them where to go for the next step. Now, most creators either never pitch at all or they wait until the last 5 seconds when nobody's watching. You should drop your CTA throughout your video naturally, right? So let's say that you have a video that is, I'll just say 10 minutes long, right? 10 minutes long. Well, if you look at your YouTube analytics and you see that the average view duration of your videos are 4 minutes. Well, if your YouTube analytics is telling you that, but you're not making a call to action to your offer until this 10-minute mark, well, then majority of the people that see your videos aren't going to see that. So I would drop some type of call to action before this 4-minute mark. Especially if I'm giving away some type of freebie, right? Let's say that you're looking to build an email list so you can do some email marketing to these people to make your offer. Well, if I know that it's something that is going to be like a no-brainer freebie that I'm going to give away, I'm not going to wait until the end of the video to mention that. I'm going to mention it before my 4-minute average view duration, so I know that the majority of those viewers are going to know that I have a freebie to get, something valuable that they can download for free in exchange for their contact information so I can contact them in the future. Or even outside of the freebies, let's say that you actually are making a direct call to an offer that you have for something that's for sale, right? Well, there's a way that you can naturally integrate that throughout your content when you're teaching whatever it is that you're teaching about in those videos. So let's say, for an example, I'm in that health niche. I'm talking about how people can lose weight without working out with proper dieting, right? So if I have 5 steps within my video that I'm talking about, after the second step, if I'm talking about some type of fruit or something like that, and I know that I have an offer or an ebook or some type of guide or even some type of mini training about this diet, I'll say, for my complete flat tummy diet, go ahead and click the link down in the description that includes X, Y, and Z of what I just talked about, and then go on and get to the third step. You see, it like flows with the content of the video. It's not like a, hey, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Or if I was a dating coach and I was making a video about how guys can approach girls, right? And let's say that I had a digital product that was 50 go-to text messages to send on the first conversation with somebody or something like that, right? Well, if my video is talking about how to approach women, then I'm teaching these guys how to get the woman's phone number. But if I have a product with all these text messages, well, if I'm giving 5 tips on how to confidently approach a woman, well, after tip 1, after tip 2 or something like that, I'll say, hey, since you're gonna go ahead and get her digits, go ahead and click the link down in the description to get my 50 text messages to say on this first conversation with this woman. And then just get right into the next tip. You see, it's not like a, hey, buy my stuff and then it includes this and then it includes that and it includes this and then it only costs this much money and then this. Like, you don't want to try to sell your stuff. You just want to present an offer to somebody because you truly do have a solution to somebody's problem and you're educating them about their problem within the video. Then you simply just make an offer, say, hey, I got this. Do you want it? But don't be shy. You're not begging, you're leading. And if you do want to wait to make an offer until the end of the video, you need to have a mentality that you're filtering people out. All right? Because the only people that make it to the end of your videos are people that are truly, truly in tune with your content. So if you have a strategy to whereas you don't want to let anybody that watches your videos know that you have something to sell and you only want people that are really, really, really in tune with your content to know about your offer, that's when I say that you should go ahead and wait until the end, because majority of the viewership, they're gonna fall off by then. So you know that it'll only be a hot audience of people that you are making those offers to. But again, you can't be shy about it. As an entrepreneur, the only way that you make money is by selling something to somebody. You can't be shy. Remember, you're not begging, you're leading. And let me say this for a quick second too, because I get this in my comments from time to time, and the mentality behind this is just so, and I'm very cautious on what I say is stupid, because it doesn't feel good to be called stupid, and I never want to make people not feel good about themselves. But this is so freaking stupid to me. People think selling is evil, yet they want to make money online in their business. But I'm like, how do you think you will ever be able to make any money selling something when you think selling stuff is evil? It's fucking stupid. And then these people, they sit on YouTube all day and watch videos about how to make money and how to do business, and they'll watch side hustle videos and how to sell this and personal branding this. And then they'll go in the comments when somebody offers them something, when somebody sells them something, and says, oh, he's just trying to sell something. Well, no shit, Sherlock. The person that's talking about how you can sell something that you're learning to learn how to sell something from is selling something. Like, no, duh, they're selling something. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I don't understand the people that watch business content and think that doing business is bad. And then somehow they think that they're going to be a successful entrepreneur. I'm like, no, you're basically just doing mental masturbation, and you're just watching how to do all this business stuff. But everybody whose content that you watch about how to do business, you're saying, oh, they're just trying to sell me some stuff. Well, that's what you should be doing, Mr. Business Person. Business people sell stuff. And then you have the people that's like, well, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be salesy. Being salesy, it feels icky. Or I just want to add value. That's what people love to say. I just want to add value. Listen, doctors sell, lawyers sell, teachers sell, grocery stores sell. Hell, your mama sold you and your granny sold you on eating those peas. Pass the peas like we used to do. All right? Everything that you buy, somebody had to sell it to you. Even an idea, somebody had to sell the idea to someone. Even when somebody's dating, you had to sell yourself to your significant other. Even in friendships, when you're a kid, you sell yourself to the other person sells themselves to you, to whereas you all can make that bond. Selling is a service, especially when what you're selling can change someone's life. So stop hiding your offer like it's something to be ashamed of. But you know what is slimy? Letting people stay stuck because you're too scared to tell them how you can help them. Now, something else that really trips people up in their content creation is they keep asking, and they're always thinking, how long should their videos be? So I'll give you a rough example. If we were making this 10-minute video right here, right? So I'll say the first 10 to maybe 30 seconds are going to be the hook. Then maybe the next 1 to 2 minutes will be you addressing the problem. Then like the next 6 to 7 minutes will be you breaking down the solution. And then the last 30 seconds to 1 minute, your call to action, or having this call to action interweaved throughout the video, right? Now, this is just a rough estimate on like a 10-minute video, but don't think that your videos have to be a certain length. So if I say something like this, people, they'll be like, oh, okay, well then I gotta make a 10-minute video. And then they just have the video filled with a bunch of fluff because they're trying to make their video be 10 minutes long. So the thing with your YouTube videos, they need to be as short as possible to have the information in there, but as long as possible to get the information across. So there's no set time limit that your videos have to be. There's no magical minute mark number that all these content creators be talking about. Just make them as short as they need to be, but as long as they need to be. Just make sure that you have what needs to be in the videos. If I make a 15-minute video, I did not intend for that video to be 15 minutes. It just needed to be 15 minutes. If I make a 49-minute video, I did not intend to make that video 49 minutes. It's just that that particular video needed to be 49 minutes. But no matter the length of the video, we always want to have these 4 things included. We want to have our hook, we want to have the problem, our solution, and a call to action. But the time frame of the video, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that it actually truly is valuable. And again, the number one mistake that most creators make with this is that they're teaching too much. I briefly spoke on this point a little earlier, but they're teaching entirely too much. And when I say this, people, they think that I'm saying to not teach. I'm not saying to not teach, because I teach a whole lot. Like, my free videos are better than other people's paid videos because I put that much value in my videos. Like, I get comments on the weekly of the results that people get from my free videos, and they let me know that they learned more off of one of my YouTube videos than the course that they've paid hundreds or thousands of dollars on. So I'm not saying not to teach in your videos, but if you teach too much, or like you tell every single step to your process in one video, people most likely, they'll feel overwhelmed, they'll feel confused. And when people are confused, they don't buy because they think like, damn, this is too complicated. I'll just figure it out myself. So you can give them the what and the why, but you can save the step-by-step how for your offer. Or you can teach a step-by-step of how to do something, but your offer has a bigger picture of everything else that they will need along the way. So let's just say something has 6 steps to it, and say one video completely teaches how to do the first step of something, but your offer will cover all of these other steps right here. But I've got a rule of thumb when I film, and it's teach one, pitch one. Teach one, pitch one. It's pretty simple. Teach one thing, pitch one thing. So if I have a video to where I want to cover 3 different things, I'm splitting that video up into 3 separate videos, because each video is a salesperson. Each video is a digital asset for me. Each video is digital real estate. So me, I make business content. If I wanted to make a video about branding, sales, and marketing within one video, I would just separate those up and make 3 separate videos. One about branding, one about marketing, and one about sales. Because every video is a salesperson, and confused salespeople don't sell. I need to teach that one thing so that video or that salesperson knows the one thing to pitch. And this is how you treat every video like a sales page, without being sleazy, without sounding desperate, but you'll just be crystal clear. Now, here's the secret sauce. Small channels beat big channels by going specific. Big channels make broad videos. Small channels, they win by going hyper specific. So there's this woman that I know of in San Diego, and she doesn't make real estate content that is broad, right? She only makes real estate content for people that are looking to move to San Diego. That's how I became aware of her YouTube channel, because I was looking up the price of living in San Diego, because one day I might want to move to San Diego. It's like in my top 2 favorite cities in these United States of America, right? But her YouTube channel was winning because she makes specific content for a specific audience, because she only makes content for people that are looking to move or relocate to San Diego. And think with her business model, she's a realtor, so she's getting anywhere between 3 to 6% of these real estate transactions, when everything in San Diego, like everything's over $1 million. So she's probably doing all right business with her smaller channel, but she's getting 100% viewership from a specific person to whereas she can really monetize that small YouTube channel and make a living for herself. But even outside of that, if we just take it to an online aspect, because she doesn't have any online offers, right? She doesn't have any digital products. But there's a guy that I know of. He had a small YouTube channel of about 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. Not sure off the top of my head, but it was somewhere between 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. Very small channel. But he had built a business that was making $30,000 per month off of a small YouTube channel of 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. How? Well, he's in a crypto space, right? But instead of just making broad content like the big cryptocurrency channels, he focused on being specific. And I don't know anything about crypto. I'm not a crypto guy, right? But I do know just from studying this guy's moves from afar is what he's doing in business. He only makes content targeting people that are interested in something called DeFi and yield farming. That's it. 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. He was making $30,000 per month because his offer was something that was $97 per month. So he had 300 people paying him $97 a month off of a small audience of 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers. He now makes multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. But in the scheme of YouTube, he still has a small channel because he now only has like 30,000 subscribers. Now, it might sound like a lot, but in the big scheme of YouTube, 30,000 subscribers is not a lot. And to be making multiple hundreds, plural with the S, multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, I'm telling you, I know people that have 1 million subscribers, they're making nowhere near multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Why? Because they're content creators. They're not contentpreneurs. They're just thinking of making money off of eyeballs and AdSense and crossing their fingers and hoping that they get sponsors and whatnot versus having an actual business. And when you have a business or you have a product or an offer you can offer to someone online, you can make a lot more with a lot less. Now, the reason we want to be specific is because you might have heard this before, the riches are in the niches, but it's so true. It's not just a saying. Making specific videos for a specific person, for one, they rank higher in search. For two, they attract the right eyeball. This game isn't about getting all the views, it's about getting the right views. And those eyeballs that they attract lead to sales, not just views. And small channels can outrank big channels because the big channels don't always cover niche topics. So my approach is simple. Be the only one in your space talking about that one thing. And most small creators, they won't niche down because they're scared of it. Like, they really have a fear of niching down. They say stuff like, what if the audience is too small? Or what if I run out of ideas? Or what if I miss my viral moment? Well, let me crush that fear for you real quick, boo-boo. There's over 8 billion people on the planet. There is room for mindset coaching for artists with ADHD. There is room for budget travel hacks for solo women over 50. There is room for home decor tips for plant lovers with cats. I'm telling you, the possibilities are endless. There is room. The problem isn't small niches. The problem is creators who stay generic and stay invisible. Being general feels safe, but safe never scales. Look, if your audience can't describe you in one sentence, then you're forgettable. I want people saying, oh yeah, that's that channel that shows single mom side hustles, or oh yeah, that's that guy that gives fitness tips for plus size brides, or oh, she's the lady that shows women over 50 how to budget travel solo. Specificity equals memory. Memory equals brand. Brand equals money. And that's what this is all about, because brand is everything. And it took me so long to get to this point to focus in on my personal brand, right? Your brand is everything because people are buying from you. That's the number one thing that most people are really missing. People, they buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. So people, they're buying into you and your brand first. They're buying into your offer and your products second. Look, there's millions of people out there teaching what you teach. Nothing's new under the sun, but there's only one you. And you are your superpower, being you and your true, authentic self. Your superpower isn't your knowledge, it's your flavor. So let it show. If you curse, fuck it, curse sometimes. Laugh at your own jokes. That hoodie that you wear all the time, but you don't wear in your content because you want to look professional and put together, rock that hoodie, show your style. Those truths that nobody else speaks about within your industry and within your niche, tell those truths, tell those secrets, speak your mind. And that's how you start to build a tribe of like-minded individuals. And that's how you actually start to build a tribe of like-minded individuals that know, like, and trust you to buy stuff from you so you can get numbers coming in online in your business, just like all them that you see on the screen right now. And if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community for weekly coaching from myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only a few bucks a day to join right now, literally less than a cup of coffee per day. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap in. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Well, I'm telling you, you being you is what is going to separate you and what is going to help you cut through all the noise out there. I'm not the only handsome guy out here telling business advice on YouTube, right? Well, I might be the most handsome one, but I'm not the only guy out here giving business advice on YouTube and how you can monetize your ideas and your intellectual property and create digital products and build a business off the back of YouTube traffic. I'm not the only person talking about this stuff, but the way that I deliver it connects with you. Somebody else might be saying the same exact thing that I'm saying, but the way that I say it is going to be different than the way that they say it, and the information is going to be digested differently from the way that I say something versus the way that somebody else says something. Even though we might be saying similar things, it's going to be the same thing with you, and that's why you've made it all the way to this point of the video, but you haven't made it all the way to this point of the video for somebody else's video, because there's something about my brand, my voice, my style, my wit, my vernacular. It's something that connects with you to get to this point. And you can build those tribe of people also by being yourself and stop trying to be and act and do like all these other people that you see winning. They're winning because they're doing what works for them. You got to start doing what works for you. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. Go ahead and check out this video right here for a literal step-by-step process to making your first 7 figures online. It's Credit at the Top.